Hey folks, it is Thursday, November 11th. The time right now is 12:24 p.m. and the temperature right now is around 11 degrees Celsius. And that was a westbound 32 Eglinton bus. And it did not stop at Russel Hill Road where it was supposed to. I pressed the button indicating I'd like to get off there, and it made the ding, and the driver just blew right through the stop. So I find myself a little bit west of where I wanted to start. So I'm going to walk back towards Russel Hill Road, and from there I'm going to head south and take a walk through the second most expensive neighborhood in the city of Toronto. That area is known officially as Forest Hill South, although most people just refer to it as Forest Hill. There is the new station going in here at Chaplin and Eglinton. And that'll be serving the new Crosstown LRT line. It's worth mentioning that today is Remembrance Day. So it's a day to honor and remember those who have served this country of Canada in the wars. Although officially in Ontario, it is not recognized as a holiday. There's a look back at the station to be, which supposedly will be opening towards the end of 2022. And at some point on this walk, I'll try to walk by a house that's currently selling for over $16 million. I found another one that's selling for just over $9 million. And it's hard to make a video around Eglinton Avenue without being disrupted by this LRT construction. There's Russel Hill Road, just on the south side of Eglinton. And straight ahead here is the stop that the bus blew through. You can see it there on the post. Thank you, bus driver. So I'm going to cross over here to the south side and head down Russel Hill Road. And here we go. We are in the rather wealthy Forest Hill South neighborhood. Forest Hill South is bordered by Eglinton to the north, which is just behind me, and to the east by Avenue Road, to the south by St Clair Avenue, and to the west by Bathurst Street. And the neighborhood north of Eglinton here is known as Forest Hill North. Although from city administrative purposes, they are separate neighborhoods. And as an added bonus, we might get some nice fall colors on this one. I did do a live stream a little over a week ago around here. But for the most part, I'll be taking a different route. So Russell Hill Road comes to a temporary end here, but it continues on the south side of the Beltline Trail, which we're about to walk through. And this is the Robert Bateman Parquet. That street I just crossed is Chaplin Crescent. And I recently did an e-bike ride along the Beltline Trail here. I went through 2 of the 3 sections. This is the K Gardner Beltline Trail. And to the west of here is the York Beltline Trail. And to the southeast is the Ravine Beltline Trail. And it looks like I maybe should have held off for a week on that one, as the colors are a bit nicer right now. And I'll also try to swing through Forest Hill Village on this one. And that's a small commercial strip that's just a few blocks. And this property on the right here, it's some pretty elaborate Halloween decorations up. Although it looks like they've taken them down. There's where Russell Hill Road continues. And that's the route I took on the live stream. I'm going to walk along Forest Hill Road here. And I mentioned it's the second most expensive neighborhood in Toronto. The most expensive being the Bridle Path, at least according to the sources I checked out. And just below it at number 3 is Rosedale. And just to put things into perspective, in 2016, the average household income in this neighborhood was over $600,000. And a lot of these newer builds, like this one on the left, are often referred to as being neo-traditional in style.
Never let up.
There are, of course, a lot of prominent residents here, and celebrities, and those who have lived here in the past. Perhaps most famously, Drake moved here when he was in grade 6. He was growing up in Weston. He, of course, now has a monster house in the bridle path. I'm not seeing much in the way of for sale signs on any of these properties. And you'll notice that Forest Hill is basically a large suburb. Wide streets and mostly single-family homes would be a good indicator of that. Although one thing that's not in common with most suburbs is the fact that every house is so unique. There's not much in the way of cookie-cutter houses here. There's a nice old one with a lot of stonework. And another entrance to the K Gardner Beltline Trail. And what road is this? It's a big new house going in. I think I want to head over to Dunvegan there. Oh well, we'll keep moving. Perhaps the biggest difference between Forest Hill and Rosedale is the streets are a bit wider here and the homes have a bit more of a grand feel to them. Rosedale has more of that old world money feel to it. And unless you're like me and like to walk, this is definitely a car-dependent neighborhood. There's an entrance to Forest Hill Road Park. Just off to the east of here is the Cedar Vale Ravine. East, I think that's actually off to the west of here. Yeah, it is to the west. And that cuts through Forest Hill. Hillholm Road. All right, I think I'm gonna turn west here for a block. And the next street will be Dunvegan, and I'll turn left there. Just trying to remember where those homes I saw for sale, or where they are. And if you like this area, let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and if you'd like to see a Forest Hill North walk this fall. Looks like there's a basketball court in the backyard of this one. And there's a nice property. So this is Dunvegan Road. Try to see if I can see a number on that. That is 169. So it's 139. Where that $16 million home is. So that's 171, so I want to go south here. Although there's another one at 208 Dunvegan. That's 9 million, but that's not on the way anymore. Oh well. There's the Dunvegan Parquet. I've heard this street pronounced Dunvegan and Dunvegan. Not entirely sure. $16.5 million house is at 139, so that's just up here on the left. And you know there's a monster property lurking behind this here. And this is 143. So this is the home that was listed for $16.5 million. That's listed as a 4+1 bedroom, 8 bathrooms, and it's 5,000 square feet in total. I probably would have guessed 7 or 8 million based on appearance. So this is Kilbarry Road. And look at this one. I'm just going to pop back over to Forest Hill Road, as I think we're right around the corner from the Upper Canada College campus. That's an independent private school. It has around 1,200 students. And it was established back in 1829. And it serves kindergarten up to grade 12. And I think tuition starts around $35,000. And for international students with boarding, it goes to just south of $70,000 a year. There's the campus over there. It's kind of hard to get much of a look into it. It is an all-boys school. And I'll be walking by a rather prestigious independent all-girls school, I think at some point on this walk. Although the female equivalent to this would be Havergal College, which is to the north of here on Avenue Road. Some interesting pictures to put up outside of your house. we'll go take a quick peek into the campus. And this is Frybrook Road. So the entrance to the campus is just to the south at Avenue Road. It actually cuts off Avenue Road, which resumes on the north side of the campus. There's that well-known clock tower. So this is Frybrook Road. A street with no sidewalks. And we're back to Dunvegan. All right, I'll head south here for a few blocks. Looks like there's a private security guard in front of that home. It's not uncommon to see private security in neighborhoods like this. That house looks like it's sideways. What is all this smoke kicking out just up ahead here? That could be mist. That's a sprinkler system. And this is Lonsdale Road. Now let's go along Lonsdale. I was gonna go south to Heath Street. I'll call a little audible. That property is quite unique with those pillars. There's one that was for sale. I think most homes in this area go for about $5 to $6 million. And this here is Warren Road. And just on the right, I think this is the Bishop Strawn School. So it's a private all-girls school, kindergarten to 12, and I think the tuition's pretty much in line with Upper Canada College. So that's about $35,000 for your base tuition. And I think there's a rather astronomical registration fee at these schools. I think it's around $5,000 to $8,000 just to register. Yep, at the Bishop Strawn School. Right on the sign there. And it is back to Russell Hill Road. There's Grace Church on the Hill. And looks like these wreaths here are for Remembrance Day. They've got poppies on them. There's a look over at the school. This is exactly the home I kind of think of when I think of Forest Hill. And I think that school goes back to the early 1900s, although there looks to be a newer section just to the south of it here, or rather north side. I'm all mixed up, but I am walking north now. And Forest Hill South is quite huge. I could make several of these videos, about an hour in length each. And here we're at Coulson Avenue, so I'm gonna head west here over to Spadina. Then I'll head south through Forest Hill Village. thinking later this afternoon I'll do a live stream. It's been a while since I've done one of those. Today's Thursday, and the last one would have been on Sunday. I imagine it won't be too long till Christmas decorations start to spring up all over this neighborhood. Someone likes Land Rovers. So I haven't seen any for sale signs walking through here, other than that one that said sold, unless I missed something. There's an old school Land Rover. No shit. It needs repair. Deer Park Auto Service. So the neighborhood just to the east of Forest Hill is known as Deer Park. There's a park right there. So we'll be heading south on Spadina here. So this is Forest Hill Village, the main retail area in Forest Hill. And it just occupies a few blocks here on Spadina Road. There is Thelma Avenue. So you'll notice not much in the way of medium density housing here. And there's certainly no higher density homes. There's What a Bagel. I wonder if that's related to the What a Bagel that used to be at Yonge and Eglinton. This is Lonsdale Road. And like Toronto's other wealthier neighborhoods, this area really feels kind of disconnected and detached from the rest of the city. There's not much in the way of residents from other areas passing through. They don't really have a reason to unless they're going to come gawk at the houses. It doesn't have the best transit integration, although that's not entirely necessary in such a car-centric neighborhood. And here is Heath Street West. So I could turn right here and take this over to where it becomes Chichester. That's right where you'll find the northern entrance to St Clair West subway station. That sign there says to Chichester, turn right. And just to the south of here is St Clair Avenue West. And just to the south of that, you'll find Casa Loma and the Baldwin Steps. I'll walk along Heath Street here for a block. And here's where the neighborhood really starts to transition. There's a lot more apartments as we go west towards Bathurst. Remember about 4 or 5 years ago, all these buildings had for rent signs with offers of things like new TVs to anyone who signed up, in addition to a free month's rent. All right, we have a choice. Let's go south here. It'll take me over past St. Mike's College. And to the northern entrance to St. Clair subway station. Let's go south here down to St. Clair. And this is Walmer Road. And I think Walmer ends at St. Clair, but at some point it resumes. Because I have definitely been on Walmer Road down in the Annex before. Oh, that says Cedarvale Terrace. There is a tuck shop in that apartment building. It's basically just a convenience store, or a bodega, you could say, located in the base of an apartment building. See, I think The Nordheimer Ravine cuts east and west across Walmer Road here just to the south, and it interrupts it. And then Walmer continues on the other side of that down into the Annex neighborhood. And we started at the north end of Forest Hill South on Eglinton, and here we are at the southern border, St. Clair Avenue West. There's a continuation of Walmer Road, although I think that only lasts a block or so. And it looks like it's northbound traffic only. And just to the east of here is Spadina Road, and just past that is Winston Churchill Park. And the next major street to the west of here is Bathurst. There's where the 512 St. Clair streetcar dips down and heads into the station. And to get back home to Yonge and Eglinton, I've got a few different options. I could take the streetcar east over to St. Clair Station. This is St. Clair West Station. Then I could take the Line 1 train north to Eglinton, or I could take the Line 1 train north from St. Clair West here. That's a different portion of Line 1. Up to Eglinton, then I could jump back on a 32 bus and take that over to Yonge and Eglinton. Aw, that's sad. Hopefully they found him. There's the Holy Rosary Roman Catholic Church. So just on the south side of St. Clair here is the Nordheimer Ravine, and that's essentially an extension of the Cedarvale Ravine. And this area we're walking through is kind of built on top of the ravine. And this is the Forest Hill Loblaw store on the right. And off to the west of here, there's a No Frill store, which is a cheaper kind of discount supermarket that's in the same chain. Although that's quite a ways west, actually, now that I think about it. I used to live in between the two, and I would often flip-flop between going to one or the other. All right, I'm going to put my mask on now. I still don't know which way I'm going to take back home. Doesn't feel like it's on right. No, it's not. The chin section is kind of not right. There we go. I think we're ready for action. Tap our card here. And I fiddle around with my wallet. So it looks like the next eastbound streetcars in 4 minutes. That's good enough for me. It beats having to take a bus. So I'm going to sit here and wait for that. I think in the past I may have already posted a 512 streetcar video. So on that note, I hope you enjoyed this walk around the Forest Hill neighborhood. Forest Hill South, starting at Russel Hill Road and Eglinton, heading south through the neighborhood to St. Clair and over to St. Clair West Subway Station. If you wish to support the channel, there are links to my Patreon and YouTube channel memberships in the description. There's also a link to PayPal, and I have an Instagram account. There's the 126 Christie bus. I'll be heading south down to Koreatown. That's one of the shortest bus routes in the city, it's got to be. Definitely one of the shorter ones. Anyways, thank you for watching. And as always, I will catch you on the next one.